Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker. I try products out for you so you have a better idea of what to buy and more importantly what not to buy. And today I am battling the Clove and Hallow powder foundation against the Lily Lolo loose powder foundation. If you're in the market for a clean powder foundation, or you're thinking about buying one of these, make sure you check out this battle. Let's get it. I purchased both of these products. No one's paying me to say the following. This is my honest review. If you find this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. It makes a huge difference over here. Thank you for doing that and supporting the channel. I'm going to put both of these to the test using the 5 key scorecard questions over here. So I'll just go down those questions and you'll be able to see what the differences are. First of all, one's pressed, one's not. Clove and Hallow pressed powder. This is $24. There are 14 shades available and it does have refills available. This is a refillable plastic container. Clove and Hallow is possibly doing a rebrand. They have marked this down from $24 to under $10. So if you like what I say, jump on it and get it now. Just because they're gonna put out a new version doesn't mean the old version's not just as good. So there's gonna be a link below to everything that I talk about today. This is $22, 18 shades available. I'll talk more about shade inclusivity in a minute. So the first of the 5 questions, I always talk about ingredients. Both of these are vegan and cruelty-free. Both of these are talc-free. Clove and Hallow is additionally listed as gluten-free and it has fractionated coconut oil in it. So if your skin does not tolerate coconut oil, it's an auto pass on that one. On to the next, which is coverage and application. Clove and Hallow claims to have a medium buildable finish. This is the pressed powder, right? So it's a lot easier, I find, to control. You don't have a plume of powder coming out. I would say this is more on the lighter side of coverage as opposed to medium. It didn't stand up to the medium claim for me. It was buildable, yes. The finish here is a bit more satin, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. So let's talk about the Lily Lolo. This is obviously the loose powder. The brand does not make claims on the level of coverage here. They do say that it provides an airbrushed complexion and it has light reflecting minerals. Both of these have light reflecting minerals. Lily Lolo says that that's supposed to kind of give the illusion of making fine lines appear less. I did not see that. I just didn't see it personally. The coverage here was very strong. The medium coverage could, I mean, you can do light as well, but medium was very easy to build to, and I think you could continue to build depending upon how you prepped the skin and what you put on top to get to close to a full coverage. Some people have different definitions for full coverage. My full transparency is probably a little bit different because I've never gone for full coverage. It is not that like shellac full coverage though. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so in a nutshell, the Clove and Hallow, a little bit lighter, more natural. The Lily Lolo is going to give you more coverage, a bit more matte. Speaking of matte, now we're heading into finish territory. So the Clove and Hallow, if you're going to remember one thing about this comparison, this might be the key differentiator, unless you can't handle coconut oil, at which point you've probably zoned out. The Clove and Hallow is a lit from within sort of illusion with light reflecting minerals. It gives a really good diffusion of the skin. I call it the great diffuser. I did in my first review of this, and it just kind of glows in a natural looking way. Not powdery, not cakey. The Lily Lolo looks like a velvety veil on top of the skin. It's beautiful in terms of finish as well. It's just different. You can build it up. Yes, you're gonna look like you have powder on your face, but it's not gonna look textured or cakey, or it didn't on me. So much of that has to do with the way you apply it and the way you prep it. But still, it was pretty easy to work with in order to get to that velvety kind of veil look. There's light reflection in here, so I think it gives a more natural look so you're not looking completely caked on. But the lit from within look really kind of goes to the Clove and Hallow. The Lily Lolo provides that stronger, more velvety matte finish. Which one of these wore better? Well, actually, and again, this does depend on application and what you have underneath. I put on a lot of moisturizer underneath. There's SPF, there's moisturizer, there's oil because I wash off. The Lily Lolo really didn't budge much. I found it to gather a little bit around the edges of the nose when I had too much moisture on underneath. Not surprised. Just took a little bit of pressing in with a damp sponge. Well, by the end of the day, the Clove and Hallow, I saw minimal but just enough to see it texture on top of the skin. So it looked like a light layer of, you could see sort of the powder lift up. It wasn't melted into the skin. Again, very subtle, but if I'm comparing these two, I would say the Lily Lolo won on the wear test. And then finally, for shade inclusivity, this is a big one. If you're looking at the count of shades, that's one thing, but you gotta look at the full spectrum, right? So Clove and Hallow has 14 shades currently. We'll see what they do with the rebrand. Kind of excited to see what they do. The full spectrum, I feel, is covered pretty well there for 14 shades. 18 shades available on the Lily Lolo. I didn't feel like it skewed enough to the darker shades on that spectrum, so I'm dinging them a little bit for shade inclusivity and giving it to Clove and Hallow. And that is the comparison between these two. Based off of what you heard, which of these two do you think is going to be best for your skin type, your budget, what you're looking for in terms of finish and coverage? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you've tried these before and what your thoughts are. I love having additional perspectives over here. I'm just one person and my word is certainly not gospel, so please share your experience if you tried either of these products below and provide skin type context. It really helps, I think, when people are listening to you. All right, I'm done talking. That's all I have for today. Hope you found this helpful. If you did find it helpful, friendly reminder, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing, and I'm gonna go test some more product on my face. I will be right back here real soon. Until then, bye. I am going to use the 5 No, we're not going skiing.